you have found what to play next, we bring everything that is awesome in gaming, like this. It's The Witcher. Who's excited? I see you gathered before me, hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breasts.
Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North!
Men of the North.
You stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you.
So now you turn to the gods.
And yet you do not.
That is a holy roller if I've ever seen
You
one.
do not kneel to dust.
He goes on to describe how they brought magic into this world and then let it corrupt them. And that the Witchers came out of that. So the Witchers are this mercenary fighting force that take on things that normal people don't want to deal with.
While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to take him shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
So we're going to Crookback Bog. Again, who's excited? Raise both your hands this time. If you follow the franchise, it started out as a series of books which were translated out of Polish. So they left a lot of their earthiness behind, but it stayed in the form of Geralt. Geralt of Rivia is a man's man. He reminds a lot of 80s kids of their dads, because during that time, we had a very proto-Slavic male father figure where, like, you didn't cry and you didn't cook. You didn't, care if you slept with more than one woman. And then there was, like, this puritanical bent under it where women were supposed to be pure and beautiful, and anyone who wasn't was a sorceress and involved in politics. And all these things that really ring true for Americans, where, like, oh yeah, we kind of do talk about them that way. So it was, this weird crossover where apparently people are still like that. And it goes straight into, I stopped at a really scenic place. It goes straight into, this is the way the world is. So as a fantasy world, it really works for us. Oh, I can see why. I think they're down in there. We love Roach. This horse is so patient with us. You can actually call him. You can do anything that you would do with a normal horse, like a battle-trained one. So we know what we got, yo. We know what we got. How do I get down in here? I stopped at a crossroads, it appears. I would follow the river, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna do that. I can brake immediately to the right once I cross this stream. And that is about it. Like, that is how I'm gonna find them. Wow. You stand at a precipice! Going through terrain isn't as entertaining as it could be. If I have to go up a switchback, for instance, it's kind of a pain. And I can't really gallop through gullies, but I mean, those are my only two complaints. That's actually not too bad. Alright, so we're gonna canter. They set up a system where your horse will actually follow the roads, for instance, which is only annoying when you hit bog creatures. You kind of want to gallop, but you kind of also don't want to go off the road. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want them to get my butt. Like, if they could get any other part of me. For instance, I could explore that location, but I'd have to stop and fight bog creatures. It's a little bit inconvenient. I don't think that Roach will go into deep waters. So I'm pretty safe going across the bog, which I would not do in real life. They're really dangerous. They have leeches, they have just insane amounts of enemies. Alright, cool, so we found it. We've got a little crossroads with the shrine and so on, where I assume that we dismount. So all that is just, it's like driving, but it's a riding simulator. Pretty good one. Cakes. Cakes and cookies? That's a strange thing. Geralt! What are you doing? There's evidence! I use my witch's senses. Ladies of the Woods. Witcher. I'm gonna witcher it. Alright. Let's see something. So bad. Alright. Friend, your witcher senses say it is right there. Right there. Right there. Fight it out. You cannot do that now. Why not? Sir. Pygmy. Witcher sense. Right here. Why can't I do that? Parry. Dodge. I don't think I'm still in combat. Do I think I'm still in combat? Am I following a trail? What's going on? Apparently I'm following a trail. So we are just going to do this, huh? Alright. Oh, feel good with me. Go tearing down this path, ignoring every clue. Only caring about getting to my target here. No story here, just some crazy old witches who like to decorate. Alright, get back in frame here. I don't have my camera for this, so hopefully you're enjoying my complete blank stare. What's this? Hold on, this is something. Lesser Velis, Lesser Sparog, and Florens. So it's pretty true to the European style mythology, where the old ways don't make you a witch. It just makes it controversial, because they wanted to unify, and they wanted things to be more uniform, but at the same time everybody wanted to win. So there was a weird sort of, competition base, where your ways were better until they were unlucky.
Doug went in the kitchen, stole a hunk of meat. Cook gave him a licking, strung him by his feet.
Oh my
Cooked and bled him empty, stripped his skin off clean.
Laughed and said, "How tasty, best sausage I have seen."
Cook's a stupid killer, shouldn't have ate the pup. Now we'll light a fire, gonna roast him up. 1, 2, 3, the one to fetch the kindlings, thee!
Interesting rhyme.
Don't know you, go away.
Looking for
A
someone who
young
looks like
woman
me.
got lost in the swamp. She has ashen hair and a scar on her face. You kids see anyone like that?
Ain't no lassies here. What am I? You're no lassie. Lassies got tits.
They do. Heard an old man say once, when the army was here, he says, "Hide them lasses in the woods. They's dazzling the soldiers
Horrible at
with
making
them
up
tits,
stories.
and it's torturing the poor lads." That's what he said.
Girl's in trouble.
Listen, the girl I'm looking for, she's in trouble. I understand you might not want to help me, but you could try to help her.
How you know she was here?
I heard she visited the witches in the swamp.
But there's no witches here. There's only frogs. And snakes. And Johnny.
What's this talk? What kind of jabbering is
Oh,
this,
no.
eh?
It's a witch!
No one allowed here. Just kids. My kids. They're allowed. But who are you, wearing swords like a bandit?
Looking for someone. Who's Johnny? Are you a
Who's
witch?
Johnny?
Johnny,
Great
Johnny,
conversational
ain't the cat.
options.
Come the morn, some furry shat.
Watch your language. They tell tales and tales, naught but tales.
Looking for someone.
Just talking to the kids. Asked them if they'd seen a young woman.
I was a lovely young woman. Wore a long, beautiful braid my mummy did up for me.
This is
Had
going
dresses
crazy.
with flowers on them.
Maybe you've seen her. Young, ashen hair.
Your betrothed
My
Daughter,
goodness.
actually.
daughter. My dear, sweet little daughter and her sister. Where are they now? Maybe they've come to some harm.
So you can only
A bit of
improve your
help,
own
please.
life.
A young, ashen-haired woman. Just need to know if you've seen her.
What are you looking at, children? Wash your hands, we'll go catch crickets.
Won't learn anything from you.
Aye, 'cause I don't know nothing.
That Johnny knows. He knows a lot. When I ask him something,
Ugly word. What you saying? To the hut. You'll stand in the corner. I'll make sure you do. You, be gone. Be gone.
My goodness. I don't think I got to who's Johnny. Apparently I'm gonna have to go find him. So we found them pretty quickly. I have to talk to this boy? This boy right here? Go to the hut and talk to the boy. This seems very straightforward. I guess I now have to ask Johnny where they are. Children are trudging. This is not a hut. This is the only thing that's bothering me. Also not a hut. Curious. Go to the hut and talk to the boy. Nearby. Thank you, sir. It's so nondescriptive. The doors are kind of swinging doors. Aside from that, this is all extremely well constructed. You can loot them. I tend not to. I mean, I did have a bad influence in my life in former Mr. Howard.
Can't come in
But you know, anything
Not
that's not
allowed
nailed
in
down
here.
has my name
I
on
just
it.
want to talk to the boy.
Not allowed. It's not allowed.
He won't talk to you anyway. Gran don't like you. And Johnny's made up. And strangers steal kids.
Oh my goodness, where can I find Johnny?
Just tell me where I can find Johnny.
Johnny's made up.
Be gone. Be gone.
Find a way to lure Gran away from the hut. That's an interesting quest. So link in the description below. Like I said, it's really involved. You can talk to all the kids, I assume, and get this quest.
Why don't you want to talk about Johnny? One of you knows about him. The others must too.
It's just him who's pals with Johnny. They pick mushrooms and hunt snails. But Gran says Johnny's made up.
How strange is that? Help me out.
The girl I mentioned is in danger. You gotta help me get your gran away from the hut so I can talk to
Oh,
Johnny's
weird.
friend.
So that is like the one who
Alright,
knows where Johnny
But
is.
you've got to do something for us too. Play hide and seek. Gran never does. Says her feet hurt.
So all my equipment is true to life in these cutscenes and so on.
Let's play. You hide, but if I find you, you have to help me talk to the boy who knows Johnny.
He thinks he'll find us easy.
Means he's
I
never
do.
heard from the black ones.
No looking, and you have to count out loud. All your fingers, toes too.
1, 2,
But I get the feeling that like
3,
goblins are gonna burst out from the bushes.
18, 19, 20. Ready or not, here I come.
Find the hidden children. Use your Witcher senses. This was the way I was facing. This is the only thing that throws me about those cutscenes and the fact that like I can see me in them. Oh shoot. That's not it. They're on the roof, which I can't climb up onto. That's tricky. Is there another way on there? So like I said, link in the description below. Also in there is Gamer Grind, Gamer Coffee shipped to your door. They'll put your logo on merch for like nothing bucks. Really interesting company, great to work with. Definite recommend. Let's find somebody else first. Smash subscribe, hit the bell most of all. Pop up a little thumbnail, let you know what you're doing. So if you're following along with the series, you get a little bit of lore, a little bit of action in every one of these. So it's a fun one to follow. Why can't I climb up this? Am I too heavy? Is that the issue? The issue that I'm too big. Geralt is too large to climb onto the roof. So I just have to find the kid. That's the only thing. Can I go inside and knock him down? So I just have to find him and I might be able to see him. Also down there's KOFI. Buy this chick a coffee, $1 make me smile, or to support us on Patreon. But most of all, like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'm going to finish this off screen because it is kind of a really straightforward quest. We love you guys. We love the girls along for ride, and we'll see you next video.